What's up, everybody? My name is Jason, and welcome to the $10,000 EIDL grant stimulus update. 3 warnings. It is Monday, January the 4th, 2020. Please do me a huge favor. Give this video a thumbs up, hashtag EIDL with your comments below. Share this video all over social media with hashtag EIDL. And if you'd like to be one of 20 people that are going to win $500 in cash, whether I get my EIDL grant or not, I ask that you please subscribe to this channel right now and make sure that you hit the bell. All right, ladies and gentlemen, wild and crazy day for yours truly. I hope you're enjoying the start. Boy, I got something in my eye. Of a brand new year. This is going to be absolutely phenomenal. We got a business that we're going to launch in the very near future. You're going to get a chance to create a profile to advertise yourself, your company, your business. And this guy right here, who can be a little loud and obnoxious according to a few other channels, is going to do everything possible after I get you 10 grand, remove the loan caps, put them back at $2 million, and get the gosh darn loan forgiven so you don't owe the SBA a dime. I'm going to help grow your business over the next 5, 10, 20, 30 years and beyond. We're going to laugh, we're going to cry, we're going to have a grand old time, and going to drink a hell of a lot of coffee. It's not Colombian today, it's the Supreme, because I'm out of Colombian. So I had to reach way back into the cupboard, get my Javalier Supreme. That's the bolder version. A little bit of local honey from a beekeeper right up the street. Organic heavy cream. It's very good. I can't decide. Am I a Colombian guy or am I a Supreme guy? Or do I maybe mix it up from here on out? More importantly, what are these 3 warnings, one of which most of you won't listen to me on? And I'm going to leave you with a prediction. Jason, what's going to happen if Miss Carranza breaks the law again, which I give about a 10% chance to, and rations the grant at $1,000 per employee? Well, I'm going to tell you, and perhaps, maybe, plans to avert that are already in process. What? Who are you talking to? Where are you getting all this information? You're so full of shit. You're ripping people off, you loudmouth con man. No, foul mouth. According to some of the haters out there, I'm a little too loud. Well, occasionally when I get excited. So I'm going to tone it down a little bit. Slow it down just a tad. Let me start by saying this. There's a new PPP application. They've already found problems on it. I'm going to explain why we might want to be a little careful when they launch the new EIDL grant program. But as far as I'm concerned, there's 2 guys, JJ the CPA and Max MAHER, who just came out with a video within the last 90 minutes highlighting a couple of places. And he's not the only one that found things that are either incorrect or missing on the new PPP. Supposedly the banks are going to start taking apps a week from today, Monday the 11th. So we got to be 72 hours or thereabouts away from finding out who's right and wrong with respect to the EIDL grant program. But those 2 guys are very low key. They're mellow. They're smart as hell. They're going to help you with your PPP, of which I am not an expert. So I would check out them both. I'm sure you're probably familiar. If you're not, you should be. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Pinned in the top comments, once again, are my 5 major assets, including from yesterday's video, Vitaly Volpov, the lawyer who took our side, saying it's $10,000 or the balance thereof, unlike me, Kevin, who I have a tremendous amount of respect for, who thinks we're going to get screwed because there's potential loopholes there. I'll give him that. And it's going to end up being $1,000 per employee, of which none of that language is in the law. So we're going to find out. So watch the video, read and or listen to everything that's pinned in the top comment. I'm going to reference one of the assets in particular in just a second. So let's get right into it. What are the warnings? Warning number 1. Do not lie to the SBA. I can't stress this enough. They have access to your tax records now as per this law. Form 4506 that you used to have to sign, especially if you did a reconsideration or send in your taxes, no longer necessary. The federal government, whether it's right or wrong, has basically given the SBA access to your tax records going back many years. And as I've mentioned all week, there's a rumor that they've aligned or hired a very high-power fraud detection agency that has ties into law enforcement. So I'm telling you guys right now, the fraud that they got away with 9, 10 months ago, when they had people that were claiming to be farmers in high-rise condos in Chicago, that ain't happening this time. So don't lie to the SBA. They're going to be able to see your tax returns. If you've been arrested and no, I don't know the rules, are they going to, is it 1 year what it used to be? In other words, if you had a felony more than a year ago, in the last go around, they ended up giving you access to loan money. I don't know what the rules are going to be. We're going to have to see in the next 72 hours with respect to those who have a problem or a potential problem with law enforcement. I'm just saying there's 9 million people in the queue, 3.7 million that got a loan. The average size of the grant that's due is $5,000. In other words, of the 9 million that applied, and let's say half got the grant, they got $5,000. In other words, they said, or they claim to have 5 employees. Of those 9 million, I'm going to predict that 1 million at least are going to get thrown overboard. Why? Because they're full of shit. So if you don't have your 2019 taxes done, if you can't prove that you're a real side hustle, independent contractor, S-Corp, LLC, etc., you're not getting this money. And you really need to be careful. Otherwise, they might be coming to lock your ass up. All right, warning number 2, do not engage with any of these motherfuckers in the comments, and you know who I'm talking about. These spam bots. In case you haven't noticed, there's about 30 of me. They've scraped my photo, copied my name, and they show up on the hour. Ladies and gentlemen, I spend 60 to 90 minutes a day. Block, delete, report, block, delete, report. And if it's not me they're trying to clone, they're telling you to go to WhatsApp or go check out so-and-so. He saved my life on Instagram. Never email, call, text anyone off this site ever with respect to the EIDL grant or loan. Guys like myself, and you know the other channels that have been in the fight, they will help you for free. We're all going to agree on what the rules are when they come out within the next week or so. Do not make the mistake of reaching out to some guy that says, oh, he got me my 10 grand now. First of all, the site's not even open. Don't do it. They're going to lock you out of your phone. They're going to demand ransom, or they're going to make you pay them $400 or $500 to help you do what I'm going to help you do for free. So do not engage with these people. Just hit the report button, if anything. Don't start arguing with them. Don't tell, hey, Jason, here's another. I see him. They're driving me nuts, and YouTube is doing a terrible job because the bots help it look like it's a hell of a lot busier than it really is. They're allowing 20% of the traffic around here to be totally fake. You know damn well that Google, who's got more money than other than Apple, could put an end to this, but they don't want to. So be careful. Look out for one another. Do not engage with these things. And last but not least, in terms of the warnings, and don't go anywhere, I'm going to tell you what I think is going to happen if Ms. Carranza rations the grant at $1,000 per employee. Most of you will not listen to this advice, but you should. And we're finding out right now with the new PPP application has got at least 2, possibly 3 mistakes on it. Ask L.A. Late, who was in the weeds back in March of last year, about the vortex. If you applied March 29 and 30, tell everybody in the comments what a nightmare it was. Ladies and gentlemen, when the EIDL first came out last March, the old application, it was missing information. So they launched a new app of which I applied for the first week of April, and I got my grant money in a couple of weeks. There were people, and they're going to comment hopefully on this wall, that didn't get their money until July, right before they ran out. I think it was on July the 11th. We would call the SBA. They'd have their app number. Hi, my name is Steve. My app number is 34, etc., etc. I can't seem to get anybody to respond to me. I'm sorry, sir. We have no record of you being here. So what happened was the SBA changed the application, and in the process, those that got caught in the vortex the last few days of March, they were completely eliminated or deleted from the system. And then 6 months later, in their infinite wisdom, the SBA said, well, you might want to reapply now. Oh, really? Now that I've been waiting for you to find me for 6 months, you... Warning. Do not apply the first couple of days for this grant. Now, I know some of you have got your finger right on the trigger, right? As soon as the rules come out in the next few days, you're going to see channels going live. All right, here we go. Let's go. They're going to storm the gates like an elephant trying to get into a phone booth. They're going to crash the system. They're probably going to find a couple of patches that need to be filled. And you might run the risk of getting caught in the new vortex of 2021 and not get your grant money for months. So take my advice, someone who's been there and done that. Wait. If they come out with the damn rules Wednesday night, and that's a potential rumor, I'm not coming until Thursday between noon and 3. Jason is between noon and 3. Once a day, not the same damn video 5 times a day, once a day. So don't expect me to be all over it. Don't be hitting me. Jason, are you aware? I'm aware. I'm going to be the guy that slows you down and maybe in the process saves your ass a whole lot of trouble. I'm saying we wait at least a few days to a week, preferably. Let's double and triple check the facts, weigh them against what everyone else, including the SBA, is saying, and then we'll proceed. They've got $40 billion with more stimulus coming. They've already said huge amounts of stimulus is coming in the next 60 days. They're not going to run out of money. Once they get low, just like the HEROES Act with the Lifeline grant, there was a provision in there when you get down to 25% less. In other words, you're starting at $40 billion, which we are now. When you get down to $10 billion, why don't you tell us you need more money and we'll provide it? They're not going to run out of money. So do yourself a huge favor. Relax. Wait a few days to a week. When I'm super duper confident that they've got the right portal and they got us pointed in the right direction, I'll tell you, okay, let's go. And I will work with everyone for as long as it takes, months if necessary, until you get 10 grand. They put the caps back at $2 million and the loan is forgiven. I don't know how many times I got to say that before all of you believe what I'm telling you. All right, now to my prediction. This is a good one. I give a 10% chance that Meet Kevin's right and Ms. Carranza is going to ignore the guarantee from Jackie Rosen, which is pinned in the tweet, December 23rd. She guaranteed $10,000 grants to Las Vegas residents who are middle income, meaning if you're not in low income, i.e. you're not Las Vegas, you're screwed. You think Jackie Rosen, who wrote S4227, would really tell her constituents that? No. You think Steve Chabot, who's the chairman, ranking member of the House Committee on Small Business, pinned in the top comment, would say it's $20 billion for the low income and another $20 billion to get you the balance of 10 grand. You think he'd be telling Lebanon, Ohio, which is middle to high income, you're screwed? No, common sense says we're getting 10 grand or the balance thereof, provided you're legit. You got your taxes done from 2019 and you can prove it. But what happens if Ms. Carranza, who's under huge amounts of pressure, over 50 senators, congressmen, and women have wrote scathing letters. The Government Accountability Office a few months ago said she's violating the law. But what if she comes out, like all these other channels are telling you, and says it's $1,000 per employee? Well, let's assume that President-elect Joe Biden is actually going to be inaugurated on January the 21st. Guess who one of the first he's going to fire is? Appointed by President Trump in January of this last year. Miss Javita Carranza. So ladies and gentlemen, I am telling you right now, in fact, maybe it's already in the works. I want you to do me a favor. Pinned in the top comment, Karen Mills, former head of the SBA under the Obama/Biden administration, says it was a mistake for Ms. Carranza to ration the grant at $1,000 per employee, and you deserve another 6 months of working capital, aka double the size of the EIDL loan that you already got, and you deserve it in the next 30 to 60 days. I am telling you right now, if I'm wrong and she pulls that trigger on rationing the grant, her ass, with all due respect, is fired in the next 3 weeks. And who's she going to be replaced by? Maybe Karen Mills, former head of the SBA and very familiar with President-elect Joe Biden. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this information. Always remember, I love each and every single one of you, and thanks for watching.